whole concept of moralistic good versus evil to let certain latent forces that is needed for your upliftment to flow. You see? And we're always looking in things in concept of good and evil in a Judeo-Christian concept, which is only 2,000 years ago. So they always say, and the Europeans, and especially a lot of your Christian scholars, always have said, when we look into the ancient world, we have to know it's evil because we don't find any moralism. And the whole concept of moralism is only a 2,000-year concept. You understand what I'm saying? So we didn't deal with moralism because we had rites of passages. Certain things were just taboo. So if you didn't have moralism, then what were these ancient texts talking about? And we're talking about formulas. You must understand, as your boy Hilton Hotima says in his book, the Awakening to God Within, that these are ancient scientific texts that was made into religious aspects. And there's no way that you can separate science from spirituality. But the separation from science and spirituality gives you religion or Western education. You see what I'm saying? Or Western education. You see. So what they were talking about here, when you go get the movie The Phantoms, Dean Koontz Phantoms, and he talks about this ancient evil. And the guy said, well, what is it? He said, chaos, plain and simple. You see, chaos in the Kabbalistic mythology is talking about Ain, which is the great mother. You see? Which is the great mother. So, and as Richard King pointed out in his African Origins of Biological Psychiatry, that melanin, if you look at the ancient word for that, it would also be a form of, it has thousands of words, but one of the words is chaos, a primal substance called prima materia in alchemy, or it's also called negrito, blackening substance. So it's Ain, the great mother, or it's also called the nothing. Go get your movie, Never Ending Story. We've been taken over by the nothing. You see? Also, the nothing swallows up everything. Now, in the Etruscan text, as I call it now, what you call the Greek text, especially there's a good diagram in the book, Carini's book, the gods of the Greeks. And in most books, mythology books, they'll have a diagram and they'll show this, and this is very key. Because this is actually, and now, because even Dr. Charles Finch, I was talking to Charles Finch, and he said, yeah, we must rethink this whole Greek thing, because what we was talking about, see, there's several time cycles. Yeah, there's the Greek cycle of them going in and plagiarizing stuff out of Hemmitt. But we're talking about the primal Greeks, or what we call the Etruscans, so your Hesiod's Theogony, Iliad, and Odyssey and stuff that we was thinking, well, Homer was a black man. And that was the ancient black stuff in the Hesiod's Theogony, in the Ovid's Metamorphoses, and these particular texts, were in actuality the ancient black man of that area, the Phoenician, Tyranian, or Typhonian Egyptian that traveled on into Greece as Phoenicians or Etruscans. And as I showed you the picture so many times before, right at the University of, at the museum in Boston, they showed a brother that's the Etruscan, and he looked like an Isaac Hayes. But anytime you got lips so fat that they start folding in with a crease, like fucking Bismarcky, you know ain't but one people got that kind of lip, black people, and this nigga lips is folding in, like Bismarcky and shit, you know, blah, blah, blah. So you know this is a black man, so this is your ancient original Greek. This is coming, this is also the Etruscan Italic temples, yeah, Italian, because they started Italy and they started Greece, Rome, which later on Rome and stuff. And this is also in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. You see what I'm saying? So make no bones about it. This can't be nothing but a black man. Anytime you can see the motherfucker lips from back there. Anytime you got, ain't but one race of people got some Biz Marquee lips. For those people ever saw Biz Marquee, if you've never seen him, get one of the videos and see. Now, in the Etruscan, they say in the beginning there was chaos, Gaia, and Tartarus. Now, this is before all the gods came. There was chaos, Gaia, and Tartarus. But at the end, when the earth is created, we find out that Gaia is the earth, and Tartarus is supposed to be in the earth. So what is this mystery talking about? This means before there was a universe, there was an earth. Now you go to Mali, the Dogon says, in the beginning all existed was Sirius B. You see, Sirius B. And the word Sir is Latin for Sirius. So whenever you hear Sir Waltz or so-and-so and Sir this, that's Sirius. So when a person calls you yes sir, that's a high compliment. You see what I'm saying? You see, or the knights, Sir so-and-so. You see, Sir, there's a book called M. Temple Richards. It's just called Sirius. It's another book out called M. Temple Richards book. It's called Sirius. So listen to what I'm saying. They say in the beginning there was Sirius B. What I'm telling you, what they're trying to tell you is this. Where is Sirius B? The earth. This is Sirius B. If there's no such thing as space and time, then what we are seeing out there is nothing but a reflection on the inside of us. Then Sirius B, which was in the beginning, the earth was in the beginning. The physical earth wasn't in the beginning, but earth certainly was in the beginning. It's just that what we call the physical manifestation of the earth, which is a later manifestation of earth, that's what we call the fall. But we didn't fall nowhere. You see what I'm saying? We was covered over. We became. So whenever you hear the word flood, that means when the earth was flooded over by the physical realm.